Hi guys, this is Namcraft and welcome to the season Starcraft English commentary. This is gonna be another one of those guaranteed to be awesome handpicked game by me. If you're one of my supporters, which none of you have been in the last 30 days, which means that all of you guys are gonna be watching this video a little bit later than I guess not nobody, and then except just myself. But if you were one of my supporters, you would be having instant access to this awesome, guaranteed to be epic, great, crazy, insanity kind of game. But yeah, you are not. So if you want to be one of those supporters, you can go ahead and buy me a coffee. The link is in the vid this, and you will have access to this video through a dedicated playlist that I've mentioned in the comment section, as well as the video description. Anyways, let's get started. One of you guys have asked me in a previous video that please give you more mirrors. I don't know if that was serious or it was a joke, but I'm gonna take it seriously and I give you a very nice mirror matchup. This is gonna be Rush versus Mind. And the map is going to be retro, of course. Very nice seasoned map for ASS season 17 as well as the previous season. This map is old as hell now. I hope they would, get rid of it because it's kind of getting boring. But yeah, TvT on the map, retro, and we have Rush in the red color, located at the bottom left of the screen, and we also have Mind in yellow, located at the top left of the screen. And we are gonna get started very soon here, but before that, let me just give you some stats. So here are the ELO scores of the top 10 players in Brood War as of today, or the date that this game has been played. And as you can see, Bisu and Mini are topping the tables. And we have Rush out there also at number 9, so he's not bad. He's not bad. Of course, Mine is nowhere to be found, because if you look at the individual ELO scores, then Mine is 1240 and Rush is only 1266, I guess, basically. So on paper, both in terms of absolute ELO scores, as well as win rate per TvT matchup, you can see that it is supposed to be Rush who would be winning here. But let's see, this game is supposed to be great, so I would not count anybody out. But of course, you know what, I'm just gonna say that things could be very surprising for all of us here. Yeah, anyway, so it looks like Rush is at the bottom of the screen in the red color, like I mentioned. He's gonna be going a little bit later in terms of expansion. He's gone for a faster factory. His opponent, located at the top left, has gone for very fast command center already, and I think the barracks is only now started to produce the first marine, so it's going to be Rush who apply a little bit of pressure on him. Looks like one marine started to move out. We don't see a second marine because the barracks has started floating already, so it's gonna be fast vulture coming out. And in terms of defenses, it looks like bunker is gonna go down for our friend here. Mind, he's got to be super careful as to what happens in the upcoming part of the game. Alright, so what is going to be happening is going to be another command center coming down as well from Rush. As you can see at the 8 o'clock position, he's going to be playing a little bit of catch-up here. So I cannot possibly see how this game could be a very nice epic game, because so far it looks to me like Rush is having to play catch-up. He will have, complete, I guess, severe disabilities in terms of economy, upgrades, and so forth. But let's see if we still have some surprises ahead of us. Looks like Mind's SCV is also out there in the middle of the map. You can see the yellow dot. He's going to go out and check for his enemy's expansion timing. The vulture catches, so it looks like Rush is going to try to prevent his enemy from scouting. He's going to go for something crazy, but it looks to me like very similar stuff from both the players. Looks like Mind just put down something at the very top part of his base. Going to be a second factory. This second factory is very far out, and he wants to hide it from the floating barracks using the 3 marines. He's going to use the 3 marines to block this barracks. His barracks immediately retreat. Yeah, immediately retreat, so that is going to be the situation. That might be a starport. Two fact starport might be what Mine is going for here. Let's see what Rush is going for himself. He's going to be going for double fact himself. Of course, his factories, okay, it's going to be triple fact coming from Mind. So both the players are going to be slightly going on ground, but it's going to be Mine who's got more army. and Rush with a slightly better upgrades, but it looks to me like Armory coming out for both the players. So very similar builds, but of course mine is slightly ahead in terms of economy. So everything from him is just okay. Something was cancelled there in the corner. Looks like Rush is being kind of indecisive, but he's got map control. He's got faster vultures. He's gonna start to go out and lay some mines in the various places. Okay, triple flag as well from Rush. Maybe he's suspecting something. He's suspecting his enemy is gonna be coming out with a lot of stuff. And in this kind of TvT encounters at the early stage, mass vulture war is something that we might expect from the players. So let's see if that is what is going to ensue in the upcoming minutes here. 3 vultures started to come out, and the floating barracks started to lift up here for mine. He's gonna go out there with a couple of vultures. He's upgrading only out of 1 machine shop, so it could only be mine or speed. I think at this stage going for speed is better. Okay, looks like a lot of vultures getting amassed by both the players, but of course I'm gonna count mine a little bit higher than Rush here because mine has just got a better economy, but the upgrade timing are slightly faster, I think, for Rush because his factory is up faster. But anyways, looks like the vulture started to move out. Vulture with speed is going to be the name of the game. Of course, mine doesn't have mine upgraded yet. He's only got speed. Looks like he's gonna come out and sandwich from the back here. Very nice catch by Rush. He's gonna catch both of the vultures. Caught them red-handed and pushes the rest of the vultures back. We're gonna be having another vulture war right here in the front. And let's see now. So for the time of being, both the players is gonna stay exactly where they are. I would just say that during this stage of the game, it's gonna be better for Rush because he's got his nice army advantage. Thinking about the next phase, start to clear stuff out, start to have some nice, control on the various bases around the map. But it looks like he's not gonna do that. He's gonna go up to starport. Armory done for both the players, but for mine looks like upgrade has not getting started, and looks like a single vulture started to come out from mine, but immediately get caught in the transit here and it get destroyed. But the other vultures open up as well, start to lay their own mines in the middle of the map. As you can see, the red dots are dominating the yellow dots, even though mine has got a better build in the beginning stage of the game. Anyways, the starport starts spinning. What is that for? Is that for raids or for dropship? If you look at the spawning positions, then it's going to be better for Rush to drop than it is for mine, because Rush can immediately access his enemy's main base without having to go to the front and having to, reveal his own dropships and stuff like that. Anyways, the first tank from mine is starting to come out. The 4th factory come down. The 5th one comes out as well. Both the players are gearing up for the mid game very nicely here. Army still not yet spinning for mine. Let's check the situation for Rush for the time being. But Rush is controlling the map beautifully. He's keeping sure his enemy is staying exactly where it is and not able to go out. But now 2 tanks and 10 vultures from mine is looking very strong. He started to come out and clear a lot of mines in the middle of the map. He's got to have more scan though. Only 2 scan comsat station is not enough to give you the kind of scan you need for these kind of encounters. And okay, the drop is gonna commence soon, but does mine know about it? He's kind of fumbling in the dark with his vulture. He starts to get towards the 930 position, but he's not in the right position to intercept, and it's gonna be a vulture drop. But very nice supply depot to see the situation. So these vultures will kill 1 SCV, 2 SCVs. The defending vultures start to come out, and good block, positional block, very nice. So a couple of more SCVs will die. I think 4 SCVs now, 5. These vultures going to be hiding in the back and buying more time once again for Rush, but the drop has been dealt with more or less success. I think for mine, in the game is just going to continue on from here. Alright, what do we have here? Floating barracks in the minimap, just checking out the situation very nicely for both of the players. And looks like some supply depot, a lot of things are getting built by both the players, and the drop returned from Russia is looking very nice with his economy here. And the tanks from mine is getting pushed out hard. Vultures and tanks, and this tanks from Russia is sieging prematurely, but it is able to volley the first good shot, but very good target fire from both the players. This tank is living for the longest time possible from Rush, but he's retreating now, and it's going to be mine who controls the middle part of the map, guys. He's pushing very hard throughout. Okay, maybe I'm just gonna drink some water or something like that, because my throat is kind of getting a little bit dry. Alright, what is happening here on this map? Looks like it's gonna be a 3rd commander coming down for for Rush at the 6 o'clock position, but the SCV was sniped, so he need to go out there and clear it at some point, but looks like cancelling the command center is going to be what Rush is going for. Yeah, so Mine, after the initial stage of the game, and getting pushed back and getting stuck inside his side of the map, he started to exert a little bit of presence throughout the map. Now he's gonna be cornering, reverse cornering his enemy, but let's take a look at this drop, guys. Rush, come forward. This dropship is gonna go all the way between the supply depot. It's gonna be very, very hard for any kind of, you know, defending units to get there. We have a Goliath in position. It's gonna target this dropship. The dropship lays a single vulture. He's gonna lay another vulture out in this expansion. It's doing nice, decent damage. Where's the other vulture? There's no other vultures, I guess. And yeah, so I guess this drop was dealt with, you know, nicely, successfully for Mine once again, and we're going to be seeing a lot of army movements around the map here. Okay, we are at the 10-minute and 58th second of the game. The game is looking very interesting. Both players are going to take 3 bases, but they are not yet going to saturate the SCVs. We have how many factories coming down from Mine? I think 6 factories by this point. Mine has got very, very nice control of the map. He clears out the mines at the 12 o'clock position. He's gonna have to re-land his command center very, very soon for the time being, but it looks like the grip on the middle side of the map, the Middle Earth area, is still under Mine's control here, and it looks like Rush is gonna try to circumnavigate on the right side of Retro here, going for the counterattack. He wants to force a cancellation on that command center, or at least snipe the SCVs, but no. Yes, the command center is already finished, you know, doing its job, and it's gonna land here. So these vultures will not live for that long. Returning defending forces from Mine clears this area very, very nicely. Both of the SCBs getting transferred by both the players. So looks like both the players are gonna be gearing up for the next part of the game nicely here. All right, a lot of factory comes down for both of the players. Starport only now has just finished going down for Mine. He's kind of late in the air war here, but in terms of ground, he's doing very, very nice. So I wouldn't blame him. The 4th command center goes down already for Mine, and if the game goes on like this, who's gonna take the 9 o'clock and the 3 o'clock position? Those are the bases we'd like to see. You know, whose hands would it fall to? Of course, the middle base, you know, is always a big contention, and TvT on this map is very interesting because no one is going to be able to take that base successfully. There's always going to be, you know, tank shelling from outside the areas. Anyways, 4 raids start to come out from Rush. He's gonna control the air nicely here. He's gonna, if he can force a cancellation, at least snipe the SCVs on the 4th base, it would be nice, but that's a long way away. For now, he's gonna contend with just clearing out the tanks on this right side. Goliaths start to come out from Mine, but it's gonna be way too late. Of course, Cloak has been already completed, and it looks like Rush is playing nicely. Even though he's got an economic disadvantage in the early stage of the game, he's doing very nice. And these tanks are gonna start to come out, but defending tanks already in position to shell these vultures, and everything get pushed back. This bridge is very narrow, but at least it looks like Rush is able to clear some of the forward tanks of Mine, and we reach once again another stalemate, and both players are gonna take a 4th base, but the command center, the 4th command center from Mine, is gonna saturate itself a little bit faster here, so things are looking very nicely. Science facility done already for Mine, and we shall see what happens next. A lot of army movement across the map, and looks like +1 weapons done on Rush. Not so sure about Mine. I will check the upgrades with that a little bit later. A lot of vultures moving around, and yeah, you know what? We have some small engagements, but we don't have, you know, big battles any time that we've seen so far. Both the players are patrolling the area and just making sure that it's not taking significant damages, and that is going to be the issue. But it's going to be very fun to watch the late game because both the players are going to be amassing a lot of money with nice upgrades and big armies, getting ready for the showdown, for the finale. These 4 raids are doing so much damage against Mine's SCV line at the 130 position. He's going to get pushed back now, and he might try to go out to the 3rd bay. There's no turrets. Entering bay only now being constructed. What the heck? Maybe it was cancelled or something like that in previous stage. But anyways, great surround from both sides, and Rush might lose all of his tanks. He needs to shell the right units, but no, he's going to be losing all of the tanks here. These vultures going to corner them, and very good attack on the tanks. But these raids are not being paid attention to. They're very neglected, like the orphans. in those scary movies about scary orphans doing scary stuff. But anyways, yeah, looks like the race return to the 4th base. This battle in the middle is it conclusive? It's kind of not yet conclusive because looks like counterattack from Rush able to clear these tanks, and he pushes forward hard. He's he's already got a grip on the 9 o'clock base. If he can get a grip on the 330 position, it would be great. Huge attack in the middle, sieging first up from Rush is nice. The first tank in the front draws a lot of fire, so the tank in the back can attack nicely. Hit target fire. We need to be precise on both the players. Goliath attacking the science vessels, not returning. Very nice shot. And Mind, just crushes to the heart of Rush, but Rush comes to the back and trying to, put this finger up Mind's butts here. Is it gonna get success? It's gonna attack from 3 angles, but all of the angles get crushed. And Mind is pushing Rush way back. Only 2 tanks defending on the left side. Some tanks on the right side are making themselves irrelevant. Huge attacks coming from Mind. He says, you know what? I'm gonna end the game right here. I have a lot of forces getting ready to do my attacks, and so that is gonna be the situation. But at least, for Rush, he's got his 5th command center already up. For Mind, he has not built a 5th command center, and the 4th base is in tether. So you know what, he's winning the wars, Mind, but he's not winning the economy. And economy is what you need, just like in World War II, right? You need to not only win the battles, but you need to have the oil fields. You need to have I don't know, you need to have a functioning economy to support your war efforts and stuff like that. But anyways, this 3rd base is being attacked nicely from Mind. I've said that Mind right now is having a nice advantage in terms of military here, but we shall see what happens. Like defending tanks come forward from Rush, and he's clearing his 6th base. Excuse me, his 6 o'clock position nicely. He's reinforcing with some dropship as well. That's great. Look at this huge push from Mind. Though he comes through. Looks like Rush has got more tanks in the back. Mind is wasting a lot of forces trying to move into these areas. So I don't know how much effective that is, because if he loses these battles, then he's gonna be he's trading really poorly. And if the game drags towards the late game, then you know how it works, right? If you trade inefficiently throughout the game, then by the late game you're just going to be suffering, because your enemy would have still more minerals mining, whereas you don't. Anyways, we are seeing some activities at the 930 position as well. The base has been taken on that area by Rush, so even though Rush is losing the wars in the front, he's doing nicely with this economy. Only his 6 o'clock base is not mining officially. Anyways, a huge drop coming from Mind towards the bottom right corner of the screen. Looks like defending tanks already in position to support him. Let's see. There's already 1 tank in position. There are other 3 tanks attacking, and he's sieging 1 of the tanks. He's sieging more tanks in the back. Very nice siege, and counter siege here from Mind, but he's kind of far out. We're going to be seeing some SCV coming up to support as well. These vultures are not able to do any kind of damage, and all of the dropships will die maybe. They're looking for places to run, but so many turrets in position. 1 dropship remains. That was a failed drop, I think, from Mind. Very much failing here. So I would give my fingers to Rush here. It's looking very nice. And we're going to be seeing what happening now. I'm not so sure. We are going to be seeing tanks moving across the map from Mind. He's not giving up the efforts here. Both the players are playing nicely. Let's count the bases. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bases for Mind. Rush has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bases. Attacks from the low ground. Mind is once again trading inefficiently. He's plowing through the wall here, not able to inflict that much damage, and he's he's throwing away forces in exchange for economy. But let's see if that is going to be working. The quadruple drop might be happening soon at some point. Both the players are going to be gearing up. I'd like to see some battle cruisers. Of course, TvT, when you get battle cruisers, it's nice, but we don't guarantee to get battle cruisers all the time. So that's going to be a little bit of a sad reality here. Anyways, come to drop to clear this area, and finally this area is cleared out. But these good 3 dropships attack and clear out so many units. SVs need to go home now. The tanks are sieging. Looks like counter drop coming from Mine, but it's from Rescue. It's a little bit too late. There's already some mines in position. Very nice dropship snipe. I guess this area is clear out great, but no, it's not yet clear out great. There's still 1 tank remaining. Okay, everything is finally getting clear out now. What is going to be Mine's reaction here? That drop failed to do significant damage. I mean, he was able to stop mining for some times, which is nice. And yeah, we're going to be having more reinforcements coming from Rush to actually secure that area, as well as other bases. Yeah, he's mining nicely, Rush. He's trading nicely. He's mining nicely. He's finally regaining the control of the 6 o'clock base. He's got kind of very few SCVs in certain locations though, so that's gonna be the problem. Counter drop though happening from mine in the 930 position. We're not seeing that on the map, and now we're gonna be seeing there's not enough turrets in the area to reinforce, and these tanks finally die. There's only one tank though. That tank got targeted upon, so that's not good here. And returning attack here from Rush is able to clear out the rest of these forces. The dropship are gonna get sniped. Very unfortunate for mine. He's not trading well here, but at least he's keeping one of the bases not mining successfully, so that's good. But he would need to do something about his economy because he's trading ineffectively against his enemy. He needs to take the center base now, take the 330, or do some huge counter drop into the enemy's deep territories to inflict damage. Because these command centers will eventually land here. The command center at the 430 position will land at some point, and with that, Rush will have more income. Anyways, we have a counter drop from Rush. He's gonna head towards the top right of the screen. There's already maybe some forces in position. I'm not so sure. We shall see. Yeah, it's gonna be it's just 2 vultures, man. But counter vultures coming back from mine to clear that area. This is great. More vulture movement activities happening on the left side of the map. We're seeing that on the mini map. And yeah, both players is gonna be juggling for position. We're not seeing any kind of major battles recently. I mean, in the last 30 seconds, that's recent in TvT for you. But we shall see soon. This grip in the middle might get broken by a huge punch from Rush. He's trying to cut his enemy into half, I guess. And dropping from both the players at least. Okay, looks like mine is gonna have to pull back a little bit. Rush holds this area. Of course, this map cannot get mined at this point. At some point, it might get mined, but not now. Yeah, but yeah, for now, the control of the middle oasis goes to Rush. Mine is pushed back a little bit. He's trying to build a turret at the 330 position, but Rush is gonna stop that. Yeah, so mine is kind of playing from behind, I'm gonna say. He's still having a grip against the 430, the 530, but that is so temporary. That is illusional. That is even delusional, guys. This grip here doesn't mean anything because mine. Rush would gladly mine out of the 930 position in exchange for the 530 position. And once his 930 position is finally mined out, he would come back and mine that area. Anyways, this drop is happening here, and so looks like the 330 position goes to nobody. Rush doesn't want to get on the high ground, and neither does mine. But now mine is gonna get on the high ground. He's gonna push some of these dropships back. And he temporarily controls his area. He's got to be super careful, both the players. Very, very good turret placement. And this area has been here for the longest time possible. And Rush is unable to penetrate. So I don't know what's up with that. And why doesn't mine move more forces to really connect up the, that group? I mean, that group of forces at the 530 position is trapped behind enemy line, guys. Anyways, this drop might be happening at the 330. He's gonna. What is he doing? He's destroying his own dropship. To clear some side, I don't know what is, maybe just a misclick, but now there's gonna be a drop happening soon. How many turrets in position to intercept? Why does Rush kind of hesitate? It would have been better to really commit there because the turret was not yet completed. But now this base for sure will go to mine at least temporarily. What is Rush doing with his drops? I mean, he lost precious time, and he allowed his enemy to be on even bases with him. He's gonna pick up more forces. Maybe he's looking forward to do a huge drop in the main. That might be what he's kicking off. Both the players are building a lot of turrets. I mean, this is turret war. That customized map that you often hear about on ladder. I guess not ladder, it's just lobby games. So anyways, where are these vultures going? Looking for things to kill, but the drop in the main is gonna commence now. This is a big commitment from Rush. He will need to do huge damage. Returning dropship is kind of 10 seconds too late. The science building is buying some precious time. A lot of drops is happening. Sieging now, but the defending siege already finished. Anyways, at least these dropship will get saved. This is a huge attack in the middle of the map. Crazy action, things exploding everywhere. +3 weapons on the tanks by both the players here. So they're doing very, very nicely. But what happens is that a lot of supply depots will destroy during that battle. So supply block is a problem that mine will have to think about here. And it's gonna be more reinforcing drop, and they are once again deep into enemy territories and clearing so many supply depots, and as well as affecting the factory line. So what is going to be mine's decision here? He is gonna be severely, that damage, completely hurt and, punch in the face by this attack. The good thing for him is that he's got this new base already mining, and he still has a grip against his enemy's 530 position. So that's okay. But he will need to do something else because these drops will not stop. How many forces come in here? One factory burned down. That's not good. And we have a counter drop at some point. Where these dropships thinking they're going, I don't know. Looks like, the flights going back and forth between these two cities, right? Between Paris and New York is what we're seeing here. Just non-stop flights carrying VIP singers, rappers, basketball players, and whatnot. And yeah, look at those 4 tanks hugging the hugging the command center from mine. I mean, they're hiding behind the command center like children. Anyways, more factory is going to be burning down. This dropship is providing nice vision for Rush. But we finally have the counter drop, and these forces are going to get cleared out. More supply depot will need to get created at some point, but at least for the time being, mine don't have to worry about those forces anyways. Rush is going to think of a new destination for drop now. He's going to drop where these forces are still, being very annoying here. But yeah, I'm just gonna still say that Rush has the advantage because he can clear this a little bit later. During the late stage of the game, it's gonna be better for him now to really just focus on mining his bases the most effectively possible and trading nicely against his enemy. But yeah, we're gonna be having counter drop coming from Rush here. Where's he looking to go? He's gonna go towards the 3 o'clock position. No, he's not going towards the 3 o'clock position. He's gonna go towards the 130 position. There are some turrets. How many? That's just a single turret. He gets dropped, and counter drop coming from mine is arriving at just the right time. Oh my god, how many goddamn tank does mine have? And mine is trading nicely in his defensive move here, and he pushes the enemy back. So I think only 1 dropship, or maybe 2, made it out alive from Rush's cohort, or whatever is the word for groups of flying things. Anyways. Alright, we're gonna be having more forces attacking in the middle of the map. Both the players are just trading a lot of blows here. I mean, this is like a boxing match. Very fun for us to watch. The big push happening right in the middle now. And we are going to be seeing I think Rush is gonna finally push towards his mine's main base. He's doing very good effort to attack and clearing a lot of forces, but now he's gonna get pushed back. At least the middle base might get taken by Rush at some point. He's got a lot of forces around that area, which is nice. Both the players are saving up a lot of minerals and gas, and we also need to use it at some point. Alright, looks like we're going to be seeing more army movement, and it's going to be the 330 position that is going to be besieged now at some point. This huge drop is happening. Who's paying attention? Looks like mine is not paying attention for a split of a second there, and he lost 2 dropship, but he's going to be gearing up and securing this area once again. Rush has not cleared out that grip, that siege at the 530 position, so he's mining 1 base less than his enemy for the last, I don't know, 15 minutes or something like that. But yeah, things are gonna get even out at some point. We shall see what is gonna be falling up. Let me just make sure my mic is adjusted nicely, guys. Okay, more attacks happening in the middle of the map, and finally both the players are gonna decide to take this middle area, I think. Which is also gonna be a good idea. Right, looks like the these top right and bottom right bases are gonna start to get mined out at some point. And yeah, now both the players are gonna be just in defensive position. It's gonna be Rush once again to control this middle map. So we need to do something about it. He's been trading nicely in some encounters, especially in his defenses. At the top right of the screen, he lost a lot of supply depots and forces needlessly in his main in that attack about 5 to 7 minutes ago. But now we're gonna decide what happens. Actually, looks like another big drop happening at the 330 position here. SCV is getting pulled in there. No mines in position. So at least these forces get on the high ground nicely and clear out everything. Counter drop. We need to get set up by mine now. He's gonna go directly into his enemy's main and immediately unsieging from Rush. And he's gonna try to return home here. Where are these dropships going? Wow, they're gonna drop right in the middle. He's scanning. He's looking for things to attack here. We have a single Goliath that is able to attack something. Where are these dropships going? They're gonna try to attack the 6 o'clock position, which isn't a bad idea. But counter drop already in position, and we have so many forces just hugging each other. This is a huge attack. But it looks like it's gonna be Mine who clear all of this base. He's gonna pick up more forces and go somewhere else. Where has he decided to go? Because this base doesn't actually mean anything. There's so few mineral patches remaining. He will need to pick up all of his horses and go somewhere else. Maybe he'll leave one tank and that's it. He is gonna be mining out soon at some location. So that's gonna be the problem with Mine. Looks like SCV started to mine from the middle base already. Yeah, like a couple of SCVs that started to mine. What is Mine doing? Just pushing right through the middle of everything. He's gonna be losing all of his tanks. He pulls back. He's gonna need to siege now on the SV line just to buy some time. Looks like kind of a clumsy maneuver here from Mine, and Rush is having the advantage. He's cleared out the 330 position and he's mining distance, mining slightly from the 530 position. We're going to be having some forces moving to that area. We shall see what happens next soon here. Yeah, there's going to be some tanks in the corner. No, he goes all the way into the main. He leaves one tank. He is going to send the rest of the forces into the main. He drops nice. He needs to siege now, and he's gonna siege, but we're already having counter siege from the other side of the map. And okay, there's still 4 tanks remaining, which is nice. And attacking from the southern side. Looks like Rush is kind of got caught off here, and he's gonna be losing the entire bottom right slowly if he doesn't reinforce soon. What is gonna be Rush's decision? He's gonna move right to the middle map. This base, everything's gonna get cleared out. There's so many turrets gonna be burning. Counter attack from Rush is something that we need to pay attention to right now. He is gonna go where I don't see exactly what his plan is. He's losing everything at the top right. So temporarily looks like Rush is also mining very few mineral patches. He's holding, I mean, this is like Dunkirk, man. This is like, you know, that last place of defense. That's the allied force has against the, you know, the Axis force here. He's gonna try to hold on to a couple of turrets and try to reinforce from the air there, which is nice. Mine need to think about the next base because he's officially like very much mine out. He would take, you know, the 530 position very far from home. At least that's something that he can hang on to. And drop, come on Mine, what are you doing? He's gonna drop here and destroying some of the Goliath. Be careful because there's some tanks on the left side. He clears this area, which is great. What's happening? Wow. And yeah, Mine is gonna siege in this area. That doesn't really mean anything. He doesn't actually get anything done here. These 3 tanks are moving forward, but there's already some tanks defending in the corner. Wow, Mine needs to decide to do something about that now because right now he's cut off. He's cut off and he's very far from home. But vultures start to come out here. Of course, Rush has got more minerals intakes now, so you can start to build vultures with a cheap, fast, very nice way to actually, you know, inflict a lot of damage. You know what? I would say that for Mine, he would still be able to clear out the middle area if he's able to shell the mining SCVs. If he places his tanks in the right position, but we shall see if that's already done by now, or it's already done or not. But for the timing, looks like Rush is resuming mining activities at the 330 base that used to belong to his enemy. So that's good. This base is, I mean, this game is so wild and wacky. So you know what? If we count the bases, right? So Mine is able to mine out effectively 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bases. Rush is able to mine out effectively 1, 2 only. 1, 2, 3. He's able to mine 3 bases, completely mine out. But the huge attack happening in the middle, this is going to decide the outcome of this game, I think. Looks like Mine has got maybe just a tick enough forces to overcome his enemy tanks. His tanks are getting close and, you know, comfortable with his enemy's lines here. And he clears everything out, and these SCVs are pushed back hard. So this middle area goes to Mine. Very, very nice attack. These tanks are unsieging at the wrong moment. I don't know. Are they going to come from both sides? Yeah, they're going to come from both sides. A single Goliath, buying some time in the front. Don't need to push so hard, man. Just stop wherever you're going. He's scanning and destroying the last of the tank, which is great. And now he's gonna siege. He will control this area, and he will need to move a command center there now. Wow, Rush is on like freaking like last seconds of his lifeline here because he's only mining effectively out of the 330 position. But Mine is gonna be running out of minerals. Go and make a command center somewhere. Come on, he needs more command centers. I'd say, because yeah, look at these very few SCVs remaining. Both the players are, you know, very much cash trapped here. They need more money. They need power overwhelming as well, of course, and they need to show me the money that command, that cheat command that we used to have in ladders in the old days. Anyways, another attack happens, and why are these players happening and attacking in the middle of nowhere? What does it really matter to win the battles here? Looks like Mine decided, you know what, if I can crush your enemies, my enemies' bases, it would be great. Oh my god, those tanks came out of the factory at just the right moment here. This is the last attack here from Mine. He's gonna try to clear out everything. If he can destroy some critical infrastructure, it's gonna be great. He's got so many forces. Oh my god, Mine's coming back from nowhere. And it's going to be GG. Thanks for watching and see you soon. Bye-bye.